Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a pretty intense topic, the top 10 most hated countries in the world. Now before we get started, keep in mind that most hated is subjective. It's based on global perceptions, shaped by everything from politics to history to media. I'll break down each country and explain why they've landed on this list. If you're ready to explore some controversial ground, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Number 1. China. Kicking things off, China often tops these kinds of lists. Why? Well, its authoritarian government rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Think strict censorship, human rights concerns like the treatment of Uyghurs, and territorial disputes with neighbors like Taiwan and India. Plus, its role as a global superpower means it's constantly in the spotlight, and not always for good reasons. The perception of debt-trap diplomacy with developing nations doesn't help either. Number 2. United States. Next up, the US, love it or hate it. America's global influence makes it a lightning rod for criticism. Its history of military interventions, like Iraq and Afghanistan, along with accusations of cultural imperialism and supporting controversial regimes, fuels resentment. Some see it as a bully flexing its muscle, while others envy its power. It's a mixed bag, but the hate is real. Number 3. Russia. Russia's on here thanks to its aggressive foreign policy. The invasion of Ukraine in 2022 turned a lot of the world against it, and President Vladimir Putin's imperialistic vibes, like trying to reclaim former Soviet territories, don't win friends, add in election meddling rumors and support for questionable leaders, and you've got a recipe for global dislike. Number 4, North Korea. No surprise here. North Korea's isolation and nuclear threats make it a pariah. The Kim regime's oppressive control, starvation-level poverty for its people, and constant saber-rattling scare the world. It's like that neighbor who keeps yelling about their weapons but never invites you over. Number 5. Israel. Israel's a polarizing one. Its ongoing conflict with Palestine, especially the heavy-handed responses in Gaza, draws massive criticism. Accusations of human rights abuses and its close ties to the US make it a target for anger, particularly in the Muslim world. The territorial dispute over sacred land just keeps the tension boiling. Number 6. Pakistan. Pakistan lands here partly due to its reputation for harboring terrorists, like the Taliban, and its rocky history with neighbors India and Afghanistan. Internal instability, military dominance, and nuclear capabilities worry people too. It's seen as a chaotic player on the world stage. Number 7. Iran. Iran's got a reputation for defiance. Its nuclear ambitions, support for groups like Hezbollah, and strict theocratic rule don't sit well with the West. Women's rights issues and its death to America rhetoric only amplify the hate. It's a country that thrives on picking fights with the big dogs. Number 8. Iraq. Iraq's been a mess since Saddam Hussein's days, and the US invasion in 2003 didn't help. Ongoing violence, ISIS remnants, and political instability keep it in the hated conversation. It's less about the people and more about the chaos that's defined it for decades. Number 9. Syria. Syria's brutal civil war since 2011 has made it a global hotspot for disdain. The Assad regime's violent crackdowns, chemical weapon allegations, and the refugee crisis have tarnished its image. It's a tragic case where the government's actions overshadow everything else. Number 10. India. Rounding out the list, India might surprise you. It's not universally hated, but tensions with Pakistan and China, plus internal issues like religious strife and caste discrimination, stir up negativity. Its growing global presence also breeds envy or suspicion in some corners. And there you have it, the top 10 most hated countries in the world. What do you think? Agree with the list or got a different take? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's keep the convo going. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, share it with your crew, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. See you in the next one. Peace out.